Let's make an experiment. Open your fridge and look at the products. What do you think? Which of these products will be good for you and how many healthiest ones are there? No, not your favorite, not the most delicious, but the healthiest ones. If there is cabbage, then it's already great. However, this is not a complete list. Hi friends, I'm Ibra. In this video, I have collected the most useful products that must be included in our diet. You just need to add them into your daily diet and you will live longer, feel much better, and look younger. So watch this video until the end, it will be very interesting. And if you're still not subscribed to my channel, then do it right now. Click on the bell if you don't want to miss my news. And let's go. So, point number 1. Fish. Of course, fish is better to eat fresh, not from cans, and the most useful is salmon or trout and pink salmon. Dietitians unequivocally argue that at least twice a week to eat sea products, because it contains substances that contribute to reducing blood pressure and normalize the cholesterol profile, contribute to the prevention of thrombosis, they reduce the risk of stroke and cardiovascular disease, and useful micronutrients. That is, vitamins and minerals are also very many, and of course there were omega-3, a very useful fatty acid, which must be included in our diet, and of course protein, an excellent composition of amino acids. What kind of oil do you eat? If you use refined sunflower oil, you shouldn't do it. You can only fry and refine sunflower oil. Much healthier alternatives would be olive oil and especially flax oil. And generally speaking, flax oil is the healthiest of all oils because it's a champion of omega-3 content. But flax oil has one serious disadvantage. It must never be heat treated. That is, it can never be fried and it's oxidized very quickly. So it should be stored in the refrigerator in closed form. But if you don't want to have these problems, then you can use just flax seeds. But they must be milled and can be added to porridge. Garlic. Of course, garlic has a very specific taste and smell, and you can't eat it much, but it has a very large range of beneficial properties. Garlic contains nitrogenous substances such as potassium and sodium, calcium, magnesium, vitamins C, D, B, phytoncides, essential oils, and more. Garlic can lower blood pressure and also has an antibacterial effect. Also in garlic contains selenium vitamin, so it's a very strong antioxidant. Nuts. Almost all nuts are extremely useful. But which of the nuts is the most useful and which holds the palm? Perhaps the most useful of all nuts is a walnut. You only need to eat 7 walnuts during the day. There was even a study why Greeks suffer less from cardiovascular disease, because they regularly consume olive oil and walnuts. Carrots. Carrots are an amazing treasure trove of vitamins. There is a huge amount. In addition, carrots are the champion of vitamin A. And there is another interesting feature. The fact that usually when you heat treat, vitamins perish, but with the carrots, opposite situation. If you fry it, the vitamin becomes 20% more. And vitamin A is very useful for vision, for the skin, and for many processes in our body. As contained in the carrot is beta-carotene antioxidant, that is, it blocks the negative effects of free radicals. But you should remember one thing, vitamin A is fat soluble. So if you eat carrots, you need to add some fatty components with food. The best way is to eat olive or flax oil. And almost any kind of cabbage will be very useful. It can be regular cabbage or cauliflower, sea kale or sauerkraut, and so on. Cabbage contains a huge amount of fiber. By the way, any person should eat at least 30 grams of fiber a day. Fiber is crucial for health of our gastrointestinal tract, and cauliflower contains much more vitamin C. And if we take sea kale, it has a lot of iodine. And the fact is that many urban residents experience iodine deficiency. They lack this mineral. Ginger root. Ginger has a very complex composition and contains a huge number of micronutrients. It improves digestion, helps with colds, and even improves brain function. Beans. The beans in the amount of protein can be quite comparable even with meat. It's an excellent source of plant amino acids, as well as a huge amount of vitamins and minerals. Especially beans stand out for their iron content. 1 portion of beans contains a daily dose of this mineral. Dark chocolate. Yes, it is. but it should be not confused with the regular chocolate that we buy in supermarkets, because there is not real chocolate. There are a lot of colorage and sugar flavorings, various trans fats and other additives, while real chocolate tastes drastically different. Moreover, I think most people would consider real chocolate not even that tasty, but rather bitter and strange product. However, the bitter chocolate with high content of cocoa beans has a huge amount of useful minerals and vitamins, as well as a lot of antioxidants that fight free radicals. But if you include dark chocolate in your diet, it's very important not to overdo it, because very much is not advisable to eat it. Pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are a terrific source of zinc, and zinc is very important for men. It has a very important effect on sexual function, and it's enough to eat just 2 pumpkin seeds a day, and you can already feel even changes in your body. Although, of course, zinc doesn't end this list. And again, there's a huge number of vitamins and minerals, which is very healthy for your body. And of berries very useful are strawberries. They contain a huge amount of vitamin C, so it's important for our immune system. You only need to eat 5 strawberries and you have completely fulfilled your daily quota. Also, there's a lot of folic acid. It has a very strong anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial action. And with a sick stomach, even doctors prescribe it. So friends, write in the comments below which of these products you eat. And to completely close this theme, I recommend you to watch my other video where I talk about 10 most harmful foods. Video is already on your screen. And if you like this video, then press like button and see you on my other videos.